Carb loading is a very advanced process, and it's not something your everyday gymmer is going to do very often. The only time you would ever really need to carb load is if you have a specific goal, like a photo shoot or a competition or a festival or anything like that you want your body to look absolutely amazing. It doesn't have to be an event. It might be to impress someone on a date or something, or who knows. It doesn't really matter. But the only time you ever need to carb load is if you have a specific reason you want your body to look like its absolute best. I personally love carb loading because the effect it has on the body is amazing. I am so fascinated by how you can manipulate your diet and your training to make your body look so good. It really is so incredible. So what a carb load is when you consume a very large amount of carbs in a very short period. After you have deprived yourself from carbs for an extended period of time, it's your choice. I'm going to use the example of how I would use a carb load for a photo shoot. So you have a good understanding of how the process works and what you actually need to go through. So for a carb load to be effective, you need to be very lean. I would say 6 to 9% body fat at the absolute highest. So the leaner you are, the better it works. What a carb load does, it pumps your muscles up to the full capacity. It brings all the veins to the surface. It actually sucks the water to your body. It's holding onto the muscles, which makes them look bigger. At the end of the day, after a successful carb load, you look bigger, you look fuller, and your body holds absolute minimum water in between the muscle and the skin. And the water gets sucked into the muscles. The carb load lasts for about 2 days, so that's a good time to absolute perfection to get the full benefit from it. You don't get time to write your muscles will lose. The water gets released from the muscle and the body goes back to the normal. So timing is crucial. To start the process off, you need to lock into a set date that you want to look your absolute best, whether it's a photo shoot or competition or video recording or event or whatever. You need to know the exact date of the event, as it gives you a timeline to work with. I want you to watch my video of how to lose fat through dieting correctly, because that is the exact process you go through to get lean for a set date. Once you reach that date, you go through the carb loading process I'm about to explain to you now. For example, let's say you have a photo shoot booked for 16 weeks time. I will get my base diet sorted, which I teach you how to do my protein, carbs and fats. And once I get my body used to the maximum amount of food, I start cutting, get lean for the photo shoot. 1 week, I'll get my carbs. The next week, I'll increase my hours cardio. The week after that, I'll cut some carbs again. And the week after that, I'll increase another hour's cardio. In approximately 12 weeks time, I'll be doing around 6 additional hours of cardio per week on top of my 6 hours weights program. And I will be eating all 7 to 8 meals. All of these meals I will be still contain protein, but I only keep my carbs in post-workout, because you never want to cut your post-workout carbs. For 4 weeks leading up to the photo shoot, you have a week 12 onwards. I'll be eating 1 carb meal per day, 6 hours additional cardio on top of these 6 to 1 photo. The process is very taxing on the body. It's very hard, but you can drop a serious amount of fat very fast, which is going to make the cardio work a lot better. By week 15 of the cut, I'm basically shredded. I have hardly any fat left. I hardly have any energy left. I'm moody as anything, and trust me, it's even more than me. So you find it so hard not to cheat my diet, yourself, or carbs. Such an extended time, it's very mentally challenging, but this is what separates the ones who want it from the ones who don't. In the last week of the cut leading up to the photo shoot, my muscle is extremely dependent on glucose. because I'm still training so hard in the gym, but I am not replenishing my muscles with carbs. They are not getting the full recovery, and they stay broken down. This is a very painful feeling. Your body aches all the time, and it is very hard to finish your workouts at a good training intensity. You will not lose muscle in this period because your protein levels are still very high and you're still having your carbs post-workout. But if you were to go carb dependent for any more than 6 weeks and you did not cut your post-workout carbs, yes, you probably would lose muscle. So the key is to only really carb deplete for no more than 4 weeks at the end of the 16-week period. Keep protein levels high and never cut your post-workout carbs. For example, I am going to say that my photo shoot is on Sunday, just before we have a set date in work. I would continue my 1 hour's weight, 1 hour's cardio per day, all the way through to Friday. So 2 days before the actual photo shoot, by Friday, my muscles are fully completed and they have no glucose in them, and where the carb loading process comes into play. On Friday, I will not do weights at all, cardio, and there's 7 of my meals. I will have protein and I will have GO carbs, like with rice, white potato, in 7 meals. On the Saturday, the day before the shoot, we'll also do no weight training or no carbs. I'll have a protein in all of my meals, and I will also consume a large amount of pure sugar substances with every meal. So we'll have something like Cocoa Pops or honey or candy or basically anything that's pure sugar and no fats. Fats slow the absorption of the sugar and the protein. The amount of carbs in terms of grams that you are consuming for the carb load is different for everyone. At a rough guess, I'm giving you a generic answer. I would say 600 to 800 grams of carbs per day for the carb load will do the job perfectly. On the day of this shoot, I would drink no water at all, as I want to come in with the shoot every dry. I will cut my protein and I will only consume sugars all the way through till after 1 hour before the actual shoot. So you can see this is a heap of carbs and a heap of sugar in a very short period of the effect this has on the body. It's amazing. The simple way to explain what this does to the body is very easy. Because your muscles are so broken down and depleted, when you fill them right up to the with high GO carbs, they go from broken down to completed to fully restored, pumped up to their absolute biggest. Your muscles are full to the brim of glucose, and because you consumed a lot of sugar, once you have sugar in your blood stream, it gets into your veins and they rise surface, and you literally have about 3 times bigger than the normal size. Your veins pump and they're absolutely crazy due to the amount of sugar. 16 weeks of hard work in the gym, 16 weeks of sacrificing delicious foods, hours upon hours, cardio, all to look your absolute best for that 1 hour photo shoot of completion. It's very rewarding and sacrificing experience. When I think about how I look after the carbs cycle, after the carb load, it's absolutely really funny because you will never look that good again until you go through that process all over again. So after the photo shoot prep, you would normally have like a light rest or normally training intensity for 4 to 5 weeks. Let the body recover. Working on these very weak areas, and I finally go through that process again. It is actually like 6 to 12 weeks before you get to see all your body in that kind of a condition. Once you do see yourself in that kind of condition, it changes the percentage. You have to when you feel like that, you look good. Once you've seen yourself look amazing and you look at absolute best, it makes you hungry to keep getting better and better, because feeling that good about yourself is such an addictive feeling. If you push and push and push and keep improving, you might be lucky enough eventually make it become your career, like I have. If you really love something and you become obsessed, why wouldn't you want to be it for a living? You only get one chance at life, and I personally want to be doing what I love for as much as personally as I can. So yes, carb loading does work. It is an amazing process, and I really do find it fascinating. But for you, you might be able to carb load and go through this process. You must be extremely lean first and must be expected for carb for extended period of time. This does work for both men and women too. Women can do it as well, and it doesn't need to be a photo shoot. Anytime you want your body to look at that big best, anytime you want to be vaccinated or really tight, thin-skinned, go through this carb loading process. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're interested in everything I'm talking about. So I strongly urge you to do proper cut and try carb loading for yourself and see how you go. You need to be lean and experiment these things for yourself. Everything I know and everything I'm teaching you, I know is correct. So take the knowledge I am giving you, apply it to yourself, and learn your own body works, because everyone is different. You will find your own little tricks and techniques and work well for you as an individual, and eventually you will become an expert and will know exactly what you're doing. Practice makes perfect.